fight or flight all the time, or fawning or hiding, you know. So the last 2 years have brought out some of the worst stuff in most humans because we're confused, we're in fear, and we're in anxiety. Now, Fleece Power combo is quite interesting, Xiao Wu Bian. And this herbal supplement helps nourish the brain by replenishing essence to calm the mind and promote sleep. So this is another one that I should be taking in the evening because, you know, it replenishes your essence to calm the mind. That's quite a statement. And at night is when we're reflecting on all the crap that we went through during the day. And so this is important because replenishing our essence to calm the mind and promote sleep is so important. And this one has the Fleece Power, which replenishes essence and blood and fortifies the kidneys, and it can darken your hair. So if you're going gray, this one actually helps take the gray away, brings the color back into your hair. So it's obviously nourishing the scalp, which is amazing. And so it treats dizziness. Now, I don't know how many of you have experienced this, but I've been experiencing a lot of dizziness. I'll get out, I'll be working, and all of a sudden I'll get dizzier than heck. And I'm like going, what the heck? Is it my heart? No, what is it? And it's my circulation in my brain just isn't quite doing well, and so it causes dizziness. And so this helps with that. It helps with weak knees. How many of us have weak knees right now? I tell you, everybody I talk to out there, their knees are giving them problems. And why is this? It's because they're chronically dehydrated and they're losing all the fluid in the joints, and our knees support the heaviness of our body, and so all of us are getting these knee problems. A lot of them go to orthopedics and they're glad to do surgery on you, you know, because they'll make some money. And, you know, but this is a formula that'll help rehydrate your knees and help them move more smoothly. The other thing is soreness. How many of us have soreness right now? I'm sore all the time. That's why I have to take CBD to bring my soreness down to some manageable level. And diarrhea, you know, we're getting between constipation or diarrhea because we're all getting irritable bowel because of the chronic adrenal stress. And so this helps with diarrhea, but it also helps with constipation because it helps normalize the gut. And it gets rid of itchiness. How many here have had itchiness? Itchy skin and just crazy stuff going on with your skin. I've had people think they have parasites in their skin, and it's a irritability of the nerves a lot of times. Sometimes it is a parasite, sometimes it's fungus, but it can be the irritability. So this calms down the irritability of the skin to calm down itchiness. Now the other thing in here is called milk belch. And it improves bodily strength, which is good. We all need more strength right now because everything is weakening our body. And it reduces fever. How many here have been feeling fevers? I have. I've been feeling weird fevers and stuff. And it helps lower blood pressure. And so this is a very good formulation. And it's got the Chuan Zhang in, which invigorates the blood and moves qi. It relieves headaches, dizziness, chest pains, and numbness. Now I tell you, I've been getting that kind of stuff. And so this is a really good formulation to take during the day. And they found it's very, very good. Now there's an Angelica combo. You know, Angelica by itself is an amazing herb. And that's why they called it Angelica, because they feel like it was from the angels that they gave us this herb. and it's called Fu Fang Dang Yi Pian. And this herbal supplement is to maintain a healthy circulation, to increase your energy and overall well-being. And so it's kind of an interesting combination. It has peony in it, as well as angelica, and jujube, which improves the stamina and strength, strengthens the immune system, rejuvenates the body, reduces mental fatigue and physical weakness. The angelica treats upset stomach, intestinal cramping and gas, nerve and arthritis pain, and it promotes sweating and increases urine production, so it's helping the kidneys. And then the other in here is the tree peony. It's anti-inflammatory, cools and eases pain and relaxes the muscles. And this is a very good formulation for taking during the day, because we need lots of anti-inflammatories, because believe it or not, our brains are becoming inflamed with all of the confusion and all of the fear and anxiety. Our brains actually get inflamed and our nervous system gets inflamed. And so this is a good calmer downer, but it's good for during the day because it won't put you to sleep. Now there's an andrographis blend called Chuan Jin Lian. And this herbal supplement helps promote and maintain proper respiratory and urinary function. So if you look at this, the respiration is controlled mainly in the mental, and it helps ventilate the lungs, helps support the weak and the thin. So the metal tonify is more like this, but it helps ventilate the lungs too. And so when you're treating the mental aspects of the body, this is a very good formulation. And it has andrographis, burdock, and dyer's wood. Now I've never heard of dyer's wood till I did this talk. And the dyer's wood clears toxins in the lungs and the throat. Now how many have had sore throats and kind of irritable lungs, Man, I've been sneezing and coughing and having irritable lungs and throat. And this supplement is really good for this, but it's also really good for the eyes. All of these are really good for the eyes, believe it or not. So you can take any one of these and it'll help your eyes. But the burdock is antibacterial properties, targeting urinary tract infections, and it clears toxins in the body, but it also clears toxins from the lungs. The dyer's wood clears toxins in the lungs and the throat. So you've got an antibacterial effect and removing toxins. And what we're breathing currently, there's a lot of toxins in the air. And they're doing this purposely to, kill us. Because if you can't get your air, you can't breathe, and then you die, So there's so many things that are happening. Now it also has dandelion in it, which increases the bile production in the gallbladder, and it treats liver problems. So dandelion is excellent herb. And then, it also has the andrographis, which is antiviral. So it's good against, guess what, virus, And so anyway, I can't even say it because they won't like it on Facebook or some of the other places I'll post this. So I'll just be vague. Okay, the astragalus combo, Yu Ping Fang San. And this herbal product helps supplement the body's immune system to maintain overall health and well-being. So astragalus is very, very excellent. And astragalus strengthens the spleen and the stomach, so it has really good effects on the earth aspect, and then as well as promote promotes blood production. And so if you got too little blood or your blood needs cleaning, this is a very good herb for that, astragalus. And the Psyllar treats headaches, body aches, diarrhea, chills, and tremors. Also helps with tetanus, lockjaw, and convulsions. So it's anti-botulinum toxin, believe it or not. We get that occasionally. Botulism, the botulin producing bacteria is in the air. And when I years ago, when my first son was born, my wife made she would put honey in hot water and feed it to Nathan, and she left it sitting out, and it got botulism in it. And so he was drinking this, and all of a sudden he got lockjaw. And I can't remember exactly what I did, but I gave him I gave him a blessing, and it got rid of the lockjaw. But this was, Nathan's turning 43 this year, so it's been a long time ago. But he was just a baby, very healthy baby, and this was the first time he actually got sick. He got lockjaw from botulism toxin, and that came from giving them honey and water, and the bacteria grew in the water and produced the toxin and caused his lockjaw. Kind of interesting, and if you think about it, it's the same thing in tetanus. So, because it causes tetany. Okay, so this is a good herbal concoction. So if you have a baby, you can put these pellets in water, and they dissolve, and feed it to them in their bottle. The large head Atractyloides rhizome. So it's a type of fungus called large head, because it produces a big head of fungus. And some funguses are very medicinal, by the way. And it can invigorate the spleen, replenish chi in the body, energy. It induces urination, dries the body. It controls sweating and prevents abortion. So if a woman's going to lose her baby and she doesn't want to lose it, she can take this product, and it actually helps maintain the pregnancy. And a lot of times, infection in the body is what causes abortions. And so this whole thing is very good for infection in the body. And I have uncontrollable sweating sometimes. Like last night, I was so hot in that room doing the video, and I was just sweating, just storm. By the time I got done, I was ready to collapse. And so this product helps with that sort of symptoms. And so it dries out the body, controls sweating, and prevents abortion. Kind of an interesting product. Now there's wild chamomile tea. Now teas are so good, and yet we've kind of gone away from them because you have to heat up the water and put it in, put the stuff in and let it seep the tea, and so teas are kind of a pain because they take too long. We want instant gratification. So anyway, the popular uses of wild chamomile tea include alternative medicine as an anodyne, anti-inflammatory, antispasmodic. Anodyne means it quits nervous activity. Anti-inflammatory, antispasmodic for the stomach. It's a nervine, which means it helps control the nerves, and it helps with stomach problems. It's a stomach tonic, vasodilatory, so it lowers blood pressure, calms you down, and it's also good for rheumatoid arthritis and other painful swellings in the body. It's antispasmodic for the intestinal and menstrual cramps, so it's good for even menstruation if you're having a lot of heavy cramps. It relieves gas pains, gets rid of fevers, sore throats, The aches and pains due to colds, flu, and allergic reactions. So chamomile tea is really good, and it relieves all kinds of stuff, even allergies. So I don't even think we have. Do we have chamomile tea?
Yeah, we do have it.
Oh, good, good. So we have chamomile tea. Okay. So for the healthy, just a good healthy immune system, this Gan Mao Lean is a very good combination. This herbal supplement is for the common cold, so it helps with viruses. It's also appropriate for runny noses, sore throats, abnormal body temperature, body aches and pains, and its ingredients are cassia twig. So, you know, the cassia leaves are what they make cinnamon with, and the twigs and the bark is cinnamon bark. The white peony, it's got dried ginger, radix, puree, Huang Ling skullcap, which is a type of Chinese skullcap, which is very good for the intestines and calming pains and aches down. It's got the jujube and the radix glyceriaceae, which is the fungal tuber stuff. And so this is a picture of the Gang Mao Li. Okay. Now, let's go to the next. The Zhao Yao Wan, which is a kind of interesting one. This herbal formula promotes liver health and general well-being. It's got Dong Quai, peony, blue plerium, white atracylloides, poria. Poria is an actual fungus that has other effects, ginger, licorice, and mint. And this is an overall really good tonic for the liver, the kidneys, and it's very good for the eyes, which is quite fascinating. Another really good one. So we're out of time, and I'm out of slide information. So as a summary, you know, we look at our ancient peoples and we think, oh geez, you know, they were dumb cavemen and didn't know what they were doing. But you know, we look back at our past, we really didn't come from cavemen. There's nothing in the Neanderthal that is in us, unless they totally genetically modified the Neanderthals, which may have well have happened. But my opinion is human beings came to this planet for Malduk, is what Saint Germain taught. Because we're in a Saint Germain class, so I'm going to give information about what Saint Germain talked about. He said we came from Malduk, which was the planet we had destroyed, that was between Mars and Jupiter, that became the asteroid belt. And he said that the humans that came there had 24 strands of DNA. They would live 900 to 1,000 years. They were extremely perfected humans. And once they got here and started populating the planet, the reptilians got all irritated because they were actually the first ones that came to this planet. And so they decided to dummy us down before we dominated the earth. And so that's when, you know, they gave of the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil. You know, the reptilian snake or Satan, whatever you want to call him, gave Eve that, and she gave it to Adam, and it made them, it actually dummied them down and made them into less than humans. And you know, they say they were cast out of Eden, but Eden actually got destroyed. Eden was Maldek. And a lot of people are searching for Eden here on planet Earth, but no, according to Saint Germain, Eden was Maldek, and they were forced off of Maldek. But it wasn't because God forced them out, it was because they destroyed the planet. came here